That factory whistle couldn't lose like a starting gun. I tossed my hard hat through the window, said, boys, this week is done. Jake rode up in a primer gray Camaro, fresh built motor shaking the ground. Said, there's a midnight race in Oklahoma, you boys wanna get out of town. Killed the throttle, said, relax, boys, watch me smile. We were burning past the county line, engines loud and feeling alive. Friday freedom in our blood, red dust rolling up behind. No map, no plan, no place to be, just four wheels chasing liberty. If trouble it had to catch us past the county line. Oh, yeah. Deputy walked up to the window, shined his flashlight on Jake's face, then started laughing like a madman. Said, you still can't drive this thing straight. Turns out they played ball together back in high school number 9. He said that race starts in 40 minutes and I'm off duty at 9. We were burning past the county line, engines loud and feeling alive. Friday freedom in our blood, red dust rolling up behind. No map, no plan, no place to be, just four wheels chasing liberty. If trouble wanted us that night, it had to catch us past the county line. At midnight, under floodlit skies, that old Camaro drew the lane against a polished big block monster nobody thought we'd ever tame. Jake looked over from the driver's seat, held two fingers in the air. Green light dropped, those headers screamed, and thunder went everywhere. We went burning past the county line, half a car ahead at the finish line. Whole crowd jumping, Jake going wild like we were 17 for one more night. No trophy ever meant that much. It was never really about winning one. It was four old friends remembering there's still some fire when the week is done. So turn that key and let it roll. Leave your Monday at the door. There's a whole lot of life still waiting past the county line. Hey, yeah. Woo, past the county line. Woo. in the corner of Gate 12 at Nashville International sat an old upright piano worn smooth from years of travelers' hands. Businessmen, young dreamers, soldiers heading overseas would stop and play a song or two before disappearing with the breeze. Most folks walked right past it, chasing flights and deadlines fast, never knowing every scratch upon that wood belonged to someone's past. But every Tuesday just past noon, an old man took that seat and played melodies so beautiful the whole terminal grew still. Nobody knew his story much, except he wore a faded cap and carried a photograph folded in his jacket flap. One afternoon I missed my flight and wound up listening near when he started playing Amazing Grace. I noticed tears. After the crowd had drifted off, I finally asked his name. He smiled and said, "I'm Walter, music's why I came." Then he pointed to the photograph he'd carried all those years, a young woman at that same piano, smiling ear to ear. At the piano at Gate 12, time slows down for a little while. Strangers become stories, and sorrow learns to smile. Every note carries somebody, every chord recalls a name, and for a few sweet minutes we're all travelers just the same. He told me back in '89 his wife sang in local bars before cancer took her voice and left silence where songs are. On her final day, she made him promise through the pain, don't let the music leave this world when I can't sing again. So every Tuesday for 20 years he'd come and keep that vow, playing her favorite songs for people rushing through somehow. And nobody realized the reason behind those melodies until a reporter shared the story nationwide one week. At the piano at Gate 12, time slows down for a little while. Strangers become stories, and sorrow learns to smile. Every note carries somebody, every chord recalls a name, and for a few sweet minutes we're all travelers just the same. The next Tuesday something happened no one there could have planned. 100 people gathered round, singing softly hand in hand. Flight crews, kids and weary strangers filled the terminal with sound, and Walter sat there crying as his wife's favorite song echoed around. Now the piano at Gate 12 still stands beneath those airport lights, and every Tuesday people gather before their flights take flight. Some come for the music, some come for the story told, but everyone leaves remembering that love can outlive growing old. Yeah, the piano at Gate 12 still keeps her song alive. There's a little place outside of Tulsa where the highway bends toward town. Red neon buzzing in the window and an old jukebox turned down. I took the last booth on the left side, ordered coffee black and strong. I'd been driving since she told me she'd been loving someone else all along. The waitress set the cup before me, said, "Honey, you look beat tonight." I said, "Ma'am, I've had better Fridays." She said, "Yeah, I know that kind." Then she pointed at the jukebox, said, "Pick something that'll hurt." I laughed for the first time since leaving and dropped a quarter in the slot. In the last booth on the left, I watched forever disappear between a cup of truck stop coffee and a song I didn't want to hear. I came in thinking she had taken every good thing I had left, but I found a little piece of myself in the last booth on the left. About 2 a.m. the rain quit falling. Truckers paid and headed west. That waitress filled my cup once more, then sat down for a little rest. She said, 20 years ago my husband left me for a girl from out of state. Thought my whole damn life was over. Turns out heartbreak ain't the same as fate. In the last booth on the left, I watched forever disappear between a cup of truck stop coffee and a song I didn't want to hear. I came in thinking she had taken every good thing I had left, but I found a little piece of myself in the last booth on the left. At sunrise I laid $5 on the counter. She pushed $3 back my way, said coffee's cheap, advice is free, and you've got a long road left today. And she smiled and flipped the open sign as morning filled the room, and I walked outside a different man than the one who'd walked in after 2. From the last booth on the left, I watched that Oklahoma sunrise. No wedding ring upon my finger, but there was daylight in my eyes. She can keep the house and memories. I don't need them to know what's next. Sometimes a man finds where he's going when he's got nothing left to protect. Yeah, I lost a woman somewhere near Tulsa, but I found myself in the last booth on the left. Met her at exit 17 on a Sunday morning drive at a roadside farmer's market just outside of Caroline. She was selling jars of honey from her granddad's old beef farm, with sunlight in her brown hair and wildflowers in her arms. I stopped to buy a mason jar and head on down the road, but we got to talking about the weather and the places we called home. An hour slipped away like dust drifting through the breeze, and somehow that little roadside stand felt like where I was meant to be. Next week I came back again, pretending I needed more honey stacked up in my kitchen from the visits before. She laughed and called me out on it, said you ain't hard to read, then handed me a lemonade and pulled up a chair for me. By August we were dancing at the county fair at night, beneath a string of colored bows, glowing soft and bright. The band played an old two-step while stars filled up the sky, and I knew right then I didn't want another goodbye. She feels like Sunday morning at exit 17, like a place you've never seen, but somehow always dreamed. Like the first warm sun after a week of pouring rain, like finding your way home without knowing you were lost along the way. But she ain't fireworks or a runaway train. She's the steady kind of love that stays, and every day like Sunday morning at exit 17. Now there's a porch swing by the farmhouse where we watch the evening fade, and a little girl who runs around the yard chasing butterflies all day. The honey stand still opens every weekend in the spring, and folks still stop to buy a jar and hear the old bees sing. Sometimes I'll catch her smiling when she thinks I'm not aware, and I swear she's just as beautiful as that first morning there. Funny how a simple stop can change a whole life's course, like turning down a road you almost passed before. She feels like Sunday morning at exit 17, like a place you've never seen, but somehow always dreamed like the first warm sun after a week of pouring rain, like finding your way home without knowing you were lost along the way. And she ain't fireworks or a runaway train. She's the steady kind of love that stays, and every day with her still feels like Sunday morning at exit 17. People talk about forever like it's some impossible thing, but forever's just 1,000 little moments in between. A cup of coffee on the porch, her hand reaching for mine. The ordinary things that make a life shine. Yeah, she feels like Sunday morning at exit 17, like the sweetest little blessing I never saw coming, like a song the radio plays exactly when you need a reminder that the best things arrive quietly. She ain't fireworks or a runaway train. She's the steady kind of love that stays, and after all these years she still feels like Sunday morning at exit 17.
Mama always kept an old brown Bible on the table by the rocking chair. Its pages smelled like cedar wood, and 30 years of whispered prayers. Every Sunday she took a 20 between the Psalms and John. I'd ask her why she never spent it. She'd just smile and carry on. She'd say, "Son, this ain't emergency money. It's for someone hurting more than me. You'll know the day it's meant to leave, when the Lord lets your heart see." Back then I thought she was just talking, like parents sometimes do. I never guessed those simple words would one day pull me through. That $20 bill in my Bible was never really about the cash. It was faith folded between the pages, waiting for the right path. You don't measure wealth by what you're holding, all the numbers in your hand. Sometimes the richest thing you'll ever own is the chance to help someone else stand. Mama passed one cold November. Leaves were falling through the yard. While packing up her little farmhouse, I found that Bible where it was. The 20 was still tucked inside it. Saw from years of patient grace, just waiting on the next chapter in somebody else's day. Driving home through pouring rain, I saw a young man on the shoulder holding a cardboard sign that read, "Need gas to get my daughter home." I reached into that old Bible and finally understood that $20 bill in my Bible bought more than gasoline. It bought a little girl one safe ride home, and tears nobody'd seen. Now every Sunday there's another one tucked between those worn out pages, 'cause some inherit land or money. I inherited Amazing Grace. Yeah, Mama never spent that 20. She spent a lifetime teaching me when to.
Two bags in the back of a Tacoma, 4 a.m. outside Mobile Bay. Boss thinks I'll be there on Monday. My landlord thinks I'm gonna stay. But you were barefoot in the driveway, holding 2 coffees and my coat. Said if we're really gonna do this, we better leave before we don't. We watched Alabama disappear with the sunrise in the glass. Took the long way through Louisiana, let every old excuse roll past. By Houston we were singing louder. By San Antonio you stole my hat. You put your feet up on the dashboard, said I could get used to living like that. So drive until the map turns blue, till there's nothing left but me and you. Past the last red light, past the last goodbye, where the Gulf runs into an open sky. We ain't lost, we're finally loose. Got a half tank left and nothing to prove. If home is anywhere, I'm next to you, baby. Drive until the map turns blue. We found a motel down near Corpus, neon vacancy, but
wasn't red. $100 in my pocket, and no idea what came next. You were dancing by the ice machine to a song from somebody's car, and I swear I've never felt so rich, standing underneath those parking lot stars. So drive until the map turns blue, till there's nothing left but me and you. Past the last red light, past the last goodbye, where the Gulf runs into an open sky. We ain't lost, we're finally loose, got a half tank left and nothing to prove. If home is anywhere, I'm next to you, baby. Drive until the map turns blue. Maybe tomorrow gets expensive, maybe we both get scared. Maybe that little beach town apartment ain't half as good as the picture said. But I'd rather build from nothing with you than have everything back there. So drive until the map turns blue. Let that morning break right through, past every voice saying play it safe, past every plan we were scared to change. We got two good hands and a love that's true, a dashboard sunrise coming into view, and for the first time I know what I wanna do. Keep going anywhere, as long as it's with you. Yeah, home ain't a pin you drop, it's the passenger seat when I'm riding with you.
Murphy's Cafe off Route 66. There's a chair by the window, table 6. Every morning at 7, the coffee gets poured, even though nobody walks through that door. Old Joe runs the place like he always has, wipes down the counter, checks the gas, and right beside the jukebox glowing blue sits a plate nobody ever moves. Back in 2005, a young Marine named Ben, he used to stop by every Friday with his friends. He'd order chicken fried steak and peach pie too, leave $1 in the jar before he flew. Then one spring he shipped overseas, promised his mama he'd be home by Christmas Eve. But fate had different plans that year, and the whole town learned the meaning of fear. So the empty chair at table 6 still waits where he used to sit, beside the window facing west, toward the sunset he loved best. And every soul who walks inside
they never really say goodbye. Years rolled by like freight trains in the night. Kids grew up and the town changed with time. The old gas station closed, the hardware store moved on, but that chair stayed right where it belonged. Then one July afternoon, a little boy asked why his grandpa always tipped his hat when he walked by. The old man smiled and pulled up a seat and told a story every child should keep, about the empty chair at table 6, still waiting where he used to sit, beside the window facing west, toward the sunset he loved best. And every soul who walks inside knows the reason why some heroes leave this world too soon, but they never really say goodbye. No statue stands in that small town square, no headlines carry his name anymore, but sometimes the strongest monuments are the ones behind ordinary doors. A cup of coffee, a faded photo, a place nobody dares replace, because memory lives a little longer when love is given space. And the empty chair at table 6 still waits where he used to sit, while the morning sun spills through the glass, and another year quietly passes. New faces come, old faces go. That's how life unfolds, but every heart that learns his story carries a piece of him forward. Yeah, the empty chair at table 6 ain't empty after all.
I came home early on a rainy Thursday, but still clinging to my old work boots. Your truck was there beside the porch, but another one was there too. The kitchen window glowed so warm, like every other night before. Funny how a man can lose his whole world standing at his own front door. He froze a moment that you saw me. He slipped out without a word. The silence hit a whole lot harder than anything I could have heard. Wedding pictures line the hallway, frames we'd picked out years ago. Every smile hanging on that wall belong to people I don't know. So I left my ring there on wasn't anything to prove. Sometimes the strongest kind of goodbye is simply choosing to leave. I loaded up my old half-ton. Didn't take much more than clothes. That front porch swing kept moving softly in the wind we used to know. Halfway down that gravel driveway, I look back one final time. Not because I wanted you, just to leave the hurt behind. So I left my ring there on the table, right beside the life we made. Some promises are built forever, some just slowly fade away. You can keep the house and memories, every picture on the wall. Love ain't worth begging for when it isn't love at all. Months roll by like passing boxcars. Healing never comes overnight, but every sunrise found me stronger than the man who drove away that night. I learned a broken heart don't stay broken if you let tomorrow in. Yeah, I left my ring there on the table, but I found myself again. Some endings feel like losing everything, till they become where healing begins. Now when I look back through those years, there ain't no bitterness inside, 'cause the best revenge I'd ever found was building a better life. And somewhere that old gold band still lies, but it doesn't belong to me anymore. There's a little red bicycle hanging in the barn, covered in dust beneath the rafters and stars. The paint's chipped off, the tires are flat, but I can't bring myself to throw it out. I found it this morning while cleaning the loft. Sunlight pouring through the cracks, and just like that, I was 12 years old, with the whole world at my back. Daddy ran beside me down that gravel lane, one hand steady on the seat, said keep your eyes where you want to go, not on the ground beneath your feet. I still remember letting go of fear as the summer wind filled my face. And
him left somewhere behind me when I finally found my pace. That bicycle in the barn takes me back to who we are, before the years and all the miles, before the worries and the scars. Some things rust, some things fade, some dreams don't turn out like you planned. But a father's voice can echo forever from a bicycle in a barn. My son came out while I stood there smiling, asked, "Dad, what's that doing here?" I pulled it down and brushed off the dust and told him stories he'd never hear. My son said we were fixing chains, pumping air into worn-out tires, and for a moment 3 generations were standing in that barn together. That bicycle in the barn takes me back to who we are, before the years and all the miles, before the worries and scars. Some things rust, some things fade, some dreams don't turn out like you planned. But a father's voice can echo forever from a bicycle in a barn. That evening down the county road, my boy wobbled, laughed and swayed, and I heard myself say the very words my daddy said that day. Keep your eyes where you wanna go. Yeah, that bicycle in the barn became more than an old memory. It carried lessons through the years like a family legacy. And when my son rode off alone with the sunset painting gold across the land, I saw my father riding with him from a bicycle in a barn. Yeah, some gifts don't come wrapped in paper. They wait for years in a dusty barn. Every Wednesday after work, I'd stop by O'Malley's down the street. Not for the beer, not for the game, just 40 minutes off my feet. There was an old man by the jukebox, always sitting chair number 9. Same brown jacket, same black coffee, same quiet look in his eyes. We talked about the weather mostly, baseball, fishing, county fairs. Never once about the silver band he still wore after all these years. One December he missed a Wednesday, then another came and went. The waitress looked toward his empty chair and quietly said, his wife still comes every Friday. She can't bring herself to stop. That old jacket on chair number 9 still hangs there every Friday night. She drapes it over the back like always, then orders 2 slices of pie. Some people think she's holding on. Some whisper she should let him go. But love don't answer to the calendar. It only answers to the soul. One snowy evening she waved me over, said, would you mind sitting here? She pushed his coffee across the table and then smiled through quiet tears. She told me how they met in '68 at a county dance in June. He promised every Friday night, I'll always save this seat for you. Now that jacket on chair number 9 means more than leather thread and time. It's every promise someone kept long after goodbye. Keep showing up each week. Sometimes forever wears an old brown coat on an empty seat. Spring rolled in with blooming dogwoods, but one Friday she wasn't there. The waitress folded up that old brown jacket and laid a single white rose on the chair. Nobody spoke, nobody had to. Now chair number 9 sits empty, but somehow it isn't alone. 2 coffee cups still rest there sometimes, from folks who knew their story. Whenever somebody asks about them, we just smile and point that way. 'Cause in a little bar outside Savannah, love still keeps its Friday date. Yes, marriages end with a funeral. The best ones never really do. Bought an old farmhouse outside of Lexington, white paint peeling off porch, leaning toward the sun. The realtor said it's been empty near 30 years or more, the kind of place where memories still creak through every floor. I spend my Saturdays fixing boards and patching cracks, pulling down old wallpaper nobody wanted back. Then one rainy afternoon, behind a bedroom wall, I found a faded envelope that looked like it survived it all. The paper smelled of dust and time, the ink was turning brown. It started to, whoever finds this, if this house is still around. It was written by a farmer's wife in 1953 to a child she was carrying, but knew she'd never see. She wrote about the dog they had, the willow by the creek, how his father sang while working and prayed before he'd sleep. She said, if life gets hard someday, don't let bitterness take root. The strongest hearts are often grown where storms have passed on through. And I read every word by the light of a lamp, like a voice reaching out through the years and the dust, from a woman I never know, in a world long gone away, still finding a way to say, hold on to the people you love, don't wait too long to speak, 'cause time keeps moving like a river, and tomorrow ain't guaranteed. I couldn't stop thinking about that letter for days, so I started digging through records, old archives and names. Turns out she passed that same year, before her son was born. And he grew up in that farmhouse where she never saw him grow. The boy became a teacher and lived into his 80s, raised 3 daughters of his own, and left behind a family. I tracked one granddaughter down in Bowling Green one night, and when she read her grandmother's words, she broke down and cried. She read every word by the light of her phone, like a hand reaching out from a place she'd never known, from a woman she'd only seen in a picture on the wall, still answering a call to hold on to the people you love, don't wait too long to speak, 'cause time keeps moving like a river, and tomorrow ain't guaranteed. There's 100 ways to leave your mark, most of them won't make the news. Sometimes forever starts with paper and the truth you choose to leave behind. The house still stands beside the willow, the creek still runs the same, and now that letter rests inside a frame where no one will forget her name. Yeah, keep those words beside the door where I can read them when life gets hard, a reminder that we're all connected by the stories in our hearts. And long after these walls are gone, long after I'm gone too, maybe somebody else will find a piece of hope hidden in the things we leave behind. Yeah, a piece of hope hidden in the things we leave behind.
Cabin 12 sat at the edge of the lake, up in northern Idaho pines. Just a wooden dock, a tin roof, and a view that could stop time. Every summer since I was a boy, Daddy'd take me there in June. We'd fish till dark and tell old stories beneath the mountain moon. Then life got busy like it always does. Jobs, bills, and growing old. Years slip by without noticing, like leaves before the cold. Daddy called every now and then, "Son, we ought to head up there." I'd always say, maybe next summer, thinking there'd always be one to spare. But the light in cabin 12 still burns inside my mind, like a beacon from the years I lost, calling me back through time. You think forever's waiting on you, till one day it slips away, and all that's left is a porch light shining on the memories that remain. Last October we buried Daddy under a hill beside the church. And a week later I found his keys in the pocket of his work shirt. So I drove north through the mountains alone, past rivers running cold and clear. And when I reached that old cabin porch, I had to stop and wipe my tears, 'cause the light in cabin 12 still burns inside my mind, like a beacon from the years I lost, calling me back through time. You think forever's waiting on you, till one day it slips away, and all that's left is a porch light shining on the memories that remain. Inside I found his tackle box, his coffee mug beside the chair, and a note that simply read, "Glad you made it here." I don't know when he wrote those words, but somehow they found me right on time. Yeah, the light in cabin 12 ain't just glowing by the lake. It's every chance we get to love before it's gone someday. Now every June I bring my son, and
We fish beneath those pines while the evening settles on the water and the stars begin to shine. And when cabin 12 lights up at dusk, I swear Daddy's still there somehow, smiling from that old porch swing, watching over us now.
Clock hit 5 and the whistle blew. I threw my gloves in the backseat too. Steel-toe boots on the dashboard now. Ain't punching another clock somehow. Got my old Chevy shined up clean, little more rust than gasoline. Windows down, that V8 growls. Tonight this town belongs to us. Hey! Yeah! Main Street's lit like the 4th of July. Everybody's looking for a good time. Bonfire burning by Miller's Creek. You can hear that band from half a mile deep. She's leaning on the tailgate smiling, cowboy boots and a reckless grin. She said, boy, if you're gonna kiss me, you better dance with me first. We're riding that red line on a Friday night. Country hearts and neon lights, dust flying high, radio loud. Ain't nobody slowing us down. Raise your cup, let the speakers shake. Leave tomorrow for another day. If this is all we've got tonight, we're gonna live it full throttle. Yeah, yeah. The sheriff rolled by and tipped his hat, said just keep it off my grass. Old folks laugh from the diner porch, 'cause they were us once, years before. Midnight found us by the riverbank, stars so bright they looked hand-painted. She stole my cap and took my hand, said don't ever grow up. We're riding that red line on a Friday night. Country hearts and neon lights, dust flying high, radio loud. Ain't nobody slowing us down. Raise your cup, let the speakers
time memories.
I was cleaning out the boathouse down by Beaver Lake, just outside of Rogers, Arkansas, when I found an old green tackle box covered in dust and spider webs. It belonged to my grandpa Eddie, best fisherman this town had known. Been gone near 15 summers now, but somehow that place still felt like home. Inside were lures and faded bobbers, a pocket knife worn smooth with age, and underneath a bundle of line I found an envelope tucked away. There was a photograph of Grandma June standing by the water in '58, and a little gold ring wrapped in paper with words scribbled on the page. It said, if you find this ring someday, don't wait too long to say what your heart's afraid to say. Life moves faster than a river runs, and tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. I almost lost your grandma once, too stubborn to tell her how I felt. Son, love's the only thing worth risking for. That note hit me like a bell. That night I drove across the county to a little house on Maple Street, where a girl I'd loved since high school days had nearly become a memory. We sat beneath her front porch light while crickets sang through the dark. And for the first time in my whole life, I spoke straight from the heart. It said, if you find this ring someday, don't wait too long to say what your heart's afraid to say. Life moves faster than a river runs, and tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. I almost lost your grandma once, too stubborn to tell her how I felt. Son, love's the only thing worth risking for. That note hit me like a bell. 3 months later, down by the shoreline, where the water caught the evening glow, I slipped that old gold ring onto her hand and watched happy tears start to flow. Some treasures never come from the water, they're the ones hidden deep in your soul.
Yeah, I found that ring someday, and I finally found the words I was afraid to say. Life still moves like a river runs, but now I ain't facing it alone. Grandpa's gone, but his lesson remains, carried through generations like a song. And every time I look at her smile, I thank him for holding on to that ring so long. Yeah, love was waiting in a tackle box all along.
Rode into Cedar Creek at 10:30 with a rusted duffel bag and a past full of sin. The church bell rang through the Alabama air, like it still remembered a boy who grew up there. Mama's porch light glowed at the end of the lane, same white swing, same window pane. I stood in the gravel with my boots in the dust, wondering if this town still had room for us. 10 years gone chasing city neon signs, trading quiet sunsets for overtime. I lost a good woman somewhere along the way, missed birthdays and Christmas Day. Daddy's old toolbox sat beside the barn, covered in rust but still holding strong. That's when I learned what I'd been running from. A man ain't rich if he's got no one. I'm back to Cedar Creek, back where the river bends, back to the front porch nights and my oldest friends, back where the stars still shine without the city lights, back to the roots I left behind. I thought freedom lived somewhere far away down endless highways I could never stay, but every road I took led me to see home was waiting back in Cedar Creek for me. Now the wheat fields dance in the evening wind, and the boy I was is alive again. Mama laughs while the coffee brews, talking about all the things I used to do. The scars are there, but they don't define. Every wrong turn shaped this life of mine, and when the sun drops low beyond the trees, I finally feel a little peace. I'm back to Cedar Creek, back where the river bends, back to the front porch nights and my oldest friends, back where the stars still shine without the city lights, back to the roots I left behind. I thought freedom lived somewhere far away down endless highways I could never stay, but every road I took led me to see home was waiting back in Cedar Creek for me. The miles don't disappear, they become
that old truck glass. I ain't the same young fool from the past. I'm back to Cedar Creek, where the church bells ring, where the river keeps telling the same sweet thing, where forgiveness grows like summer rain, washing years of hurt away. I spent a lifetime searching for what I couldn't see. Turns out home was the thing that rescued me. And under these Alabama stars tonight, I'm finally where my heart belongs. Me and Jenny climbed that water tower on a July night in '95, with a pocket knife and 2 spray cans, thinking we'd stay 25. She painted her heart, I wrote our names high above that little town. Said even if the paint fades someday, they'll never take us down. Life had other plans waiting. She took a job in New Orleans. I stayed fixing tractors with my daddy, living somewhere in between. Letters turned to Christmas cards, then silence after one last call. Funny how forever sometimes slips away without a fight at all. But our names are still up on that water tower, faded by the rain and sun, like 2 kids who thought love would always outrun time. The whole town's changed around it. New stores where the fields once stood. But every time I look up there, I remember who I was. 30 years rolled by like freight trains, until the town fair came around. I heard somebody call my name, turned, and there she was in the crowd. Silver in her auburn hair, same green eyes I'd always known. She smiled and pointed toward the tower. Said, guess they never painted over us. Yeah, our names are still up on that water tower, holding on above Main Street. Proof that some old promises midnight we climbed that ladder again, slower than we used to be. She reached out and touched those faded letters, then reached her hand for me. She whispered, "I never stopped wondering." I whispered, "Neither did I." Now our names are still up on that water tower, but tonight they mean something new. Not two reckless teenagers, but two hearts that made it through. We can't go back to 1995, and neither of us wants to try. 'Cause love ain't about staying young forever, it's finding your way back before goodbye. Yeah, some stories aren't written in books, they're written where the whole town can look up. I was cleaning out my old billfold, looking for a fishing license card, when a faded grocery receipt slipped out on the garage floor. June 18th, 2004, milk, coffee, eggs, and bread. At the bottom in your handwriting, don't forget, I love you. I'd carried it for 22 years without even knowing. You wrote it while I loaded groceries, smiling like you always did. Said one day you'll find this little note, then laugh before you kissed me. 3 months later came the phone call, a drunk drive across the line. Some days still feel frozen somewhere back in that July. That receipt in my wallet turned out to be a love letter. Not expensive, not fancy, just 6 little words that outlived everything else. Funny how forever can fit on a piece of paper most folks would have thrown away. Our daughter turns 25 this Sunday. She's got your laugh, your stubborn heart, and somehow your handwriting too. I showed her that old receipt. She smiled through tears and said, "Mom knew you'd keep it, even if you didn't know you had." Yesterday she surprised me at the grocery store. When I got home I opened the bag of coffee. Inside was another receipt. At the bottom it said, "Don't forget we love you. Now there's 2 receipts in my wallet, 22 years apart. One from the woman who taught me how to love, one from the daughter who taught me love never really leaves. It just finds a new handwriting.
Friday night in Cheyenne, Wyoming, dust rising under arena lights. The whole town packed those metal bleachers, waiting on the ride of the night. I was 25 and full of fire, with a borrowed dream and a busted knee, holding on to one last season before life decided who I'd be. The chute gate rattled like thunder, that black bull weighed near 2 grand. Folks called him Devil's Highway, nobody stayed on him long. I wrapped that rope around my glove, heard the crowd fade into the dark. Funny how the loudest moments always start with a quiet heart. It's only 8 seconds forever, 8 seconds hanging between fear and faith, 8 seconds to prove to yourself you ain't backing down today. The world keeps telling you play it safe, but some dreams don't work that way. Sometimes a whole life fits inside 8 seconds forever. The gate flew open like a shotgun blast, and all hell broke loose below. That bull twisted left then right, trying hard to throw my soul. I felt my shoulder nearly give out, heard the buzzer cut through the air, and when my boots hit Wyoming dirt, I knew I'd left a piece of me there. It's only 8 seconds forever, 8 seconds hanging between fear and faith, 8 seconds to prove to yourself you ain't backing down today. The world keeps telling you play it safe, but some dreams don't work that way. Sometimes a whole life fits inside 8 seconds forever. I never won a gold buckle, never made the Hall of Fame, but I still see those lights every time I close my eyes. And honestly, I'd do it all again, 'cause some victories don't need trophies, just a story worth telling someday. It's only 8 seconds forever, but those seconds changed my life, taught me courage ain't about winning, it's showing up and taking the ride. Now my son wears my old cowboy hat,
I tell him find something worth risking for, 'cause the best moments don't last forever, but forever can live in a moment.
I was 3 hours west of Denver, running late through Colorado rain. Had a Monday morning waiting, and a head full of things I couldn't change. Then my phone lit up beside me, your name glowing on the screen. You said, if you still mean what you told me, don't let tonight be another maybe. I watched the signal lose another bar, pulled off near an old 2-lane. You were leaving for Seattle on the 7:10 morning plane. I'd spent 6 months saying someday, putting work ahead of us. Then the mountains killed the signal, and one bar had to be enough. I had one bar left and one shot, one night to give you everything I got. One full tank in a heart wide awake, 150 miles and no more mistakes. I ain't losing you to another sunrise, ain't letting almost be the rest of my life. If that one bar dies, I'll still be coming through, 'cause I finally know what matters, and baby, it's you. I hit your street at 2:13, your suitcase sitting by the door. You stepped outside in that gray sweatshirt, didn't smile like before. I didn't bring flowers or some big speech, just the truth I've been scared to say. I've been building a life for both of us while pushing you away. I had one bar left and one shot, one night to give you everything I got. One full tank and a heart wide awake, 150 miles and no more mistakes. I ain't losing you to another sunrise, ain't letting almost be the rest of my life. If that one bar dies, I'll still be coming through, 'cause I finally know what matters, and baby, it's you. You look down at that suitcase, then back into my eyes. Said love ain't showing up at 2 a.m., it's showing up the rest of the time. That one hit hard, so I handed you my keys, said then drive. We had one bar left and one road, 2 scared hearts with nowhere else to go. Your suitcase riding in the back, Denver disappearing in the glass. Maybe love ain't some perfect line,
signal anymore. I had you. Yeah, sometimes one bar left is enough to change your whole life.
Sun went down behind the grain bins, heat still rising off Main Street. I was locking up the tire shop when I heard that engine scream. My little brother rode up laughing, and Dad's old black '69 threw me the keys through the window, said, "Come on, man, one more time." The high school stadium, past the Dairy Queen and tracks, past the field where we learned fighting, and the church that took us back. Every corner had a memory, every red light knew our names. So we dropped those windows to the floor and let that small block sing one more lap around this town. Turn it up and shake the ground, from the courthouse square to the railroad bridge. We ain't done being young just yet. Let that midnight roll, let that V8 sound, wake every sleeping porch light up. Tomorrow they'll tear Main Street down. So give me one more lap around this town. By 11, word had traveled, old friends started falling in. Mason brought his beat-up Bronco, Sarah came in her old Trans Am. Then the football coach from 99 pulled up grinning in his Ford. Pretty soon we had 3 generations lined up bumper to bumper. One more lap around this town. Turn it up and shake the ground, from the courthouse square to the railroad bridge. We ain't done being young just yet. Let that midnight roll, let that V8 sound, wake every sleeping porch light up. Tomorrow they'll tear Main Street down. So give me one more lap around this town. At midnight we killed the engines by the old Majestic sign. Nobody planned on getting quiet, but nobody spoke for a while. Then Dad's old radio called a station, playing something we all knew, and 50 cars lit up their headlights like that whole town broke through. So we took one more lap around this town. 50 engines rolling loud, Grandpa's daughters, factory boys, old homecoming
Main Street, Tennessee, late July heat. I was fixing up a Chevy across from Maple Street when I looked up from the engine and caught a glimpse inside a little bridal shop with lace hanging in the light. There she stood by the window with a tape measure in hand, pinning up a wedding gown, humming with the radio band. A strand of hair kept falling, she kept brushing it away, and somehow that simple moment stole my breath that day. For weeks I'd find excuses just to walk that side of town. Need a coffee, need some nails, anything to come around. She'd wave through the glass and smile every time we met, the kind that makes a man believe in things he ain't believed in yet. Then one Friday after closing, as the sun was sinking low, I finally crossed the street instead of letting another chance go. We talked until the courthouse clock struck 10:30, and before I drove away, I knew I'd see her again. She was a dress in the window, the answer I never knew I needed, like a light shining soft through the evening glow. When my heart had nearly quit believing, she didn't crash into my life like a storm rolling through. She came slow like a summer sunset, painting everything new. And every road I traveled led me somehow to the dress in the window and the girl I fell into. 3 years later on a Sunday, church bells filled the air. The whole town gathered smiling as she walked down the aisle there. And hanging in the front display where I first saw her stand was the very dress she'd stitched herself with her own 2 hands. I watched her coming toward me through the tears in her eyes, and every prayer I'd whispered finally felt alive. Funny how forever started with a glance across the street, and a man too shy to walk over and speak. She was the dress in the window, the answer I never knew I needed, like a light shining soft through the evening glow. When my heart had nearly quit believing, she didn't crash into my life like a storm rolling through. She came slow like a summer sunset, painting everything new. And every road I traveled led me somehow to the dress in the window and the girl I fell into. Now there's a little girl sleeping upstairs tonight with her mama's green eyes and her smile so bright. And sometimes when I lock up the garage after dark, I still look across Main Street and thank God where it all started. Yeah, she was the dress in the window, a simple moment nobody else would have seen. But some of the greatest love stories begin in places ordinary as can be. Now that old shop still glows every evening downtown, and every time her laughter drifts around, I'm reminded that forever starts with a view of a dress in the window and a dream coming true.
The station clock stopped working years ago, just hangs there crooked in the Tennessee cold. But every Friday night at 9:30, that old freight train still rolls by. I sit on the bench where we carved our names, back when forever sounded easy to say. The paint's all peeling from the depot walls, but some memories never fade at all. You left this town in the summer of '99, chasing California dreams and city lights. I stayed behind with a mechanic's wage, fixing engines while the years turned pages. Folks said I'd forget you after all this time, but they never saw those blue-green eyes, or heard the promises we whispered low as that midnight whistle echoed through the hills. Like the last train through Pine Hollow, you come and go inside my mind, rolling through the dark of memory, leaving old sparks behind. Every whistle sounds like your goodbye, every rail still carries your name, and no matter how many years roll by, my heart still waits beside that train. Last October, I got a handwritten note, no return address, just a familiar stroke. It said I'll be passing through next Friday night. If you're there, maybe we'll make things right. I read those words 100 times or more, standing in my garage by the open door, wondering if fate still worked that way, or if some dreams arrive too late. Like the last train through Pine Hollow, you come and go inside my mind, rolling through the dark of memory, leaving old sparks behind. Every whistle sounds like your goodbye, every rail still carries your name, and no matter how many years roll by, my heart still waits beside that train. The headlights cut through the mountain mist, the whistle cried across the ridge. Then I saw you step down from that rail car door, just like the girl I'd loved before.
little worn, but smiling like she'd finally come home. Like the last train through Pine Hollow, you came back through the night, rolling out of all those lost years, and somehow made them right. Now the whistle sounds like hope again, not a ghost I can't outrun. And every Friday when that train rolls through, it reminds me love ain't done. Yeah, some hearts keep holding on till the last train finally brings you home.
On Cedar Street in Arkansas stood a little yellow house where Miss Ruth sat every evening when the sun was going down. She'd stitch this beside the front porch swing with a basket at her feet, adding patches to a quilt nobody had ever seen complete. Some came from a soldier's jacket, some from a baby dress, some from church choir robes worn on Sundays at their best. Every scrap had someone's story, some between the seams, like a map of all the lives that built that little community. For 30 years folks dropped off pieces of their past, a work shirt from the sawmill, a ribbon from a graduation cap. And nobody really knew what Ruth intended it to be, but she'd smile and say, "You'll understand eventually." Then one April night a fire swept through downtown fast, the feed store, bank and barber shop, and disappeared in ash. The town hall burned to the foundation, records lost in smoke, and with them went a century of stories people hoped they'd always hold. That's when she brought out the quilt on Cedar Street, spread it wide for everyone to see. Every patch of name, every thread of memory, every color telling where we've been. When the photographs were gone, when the old records disappeared, that quilt became the history we thought we'd lost that year. The mayor stood there speechless as she laid it on the floor. More than 2,000 pieces stitched from door to door. Children found their grandparents, old friends found younger days, entire generations hidden in the fabric she'd saved. There was a square from the first schoolhouse built in 1932, a piece from a wedding tablecloth everybody knew. And when folks saw their stories there, something changed inside. They realized the town ain't buildings, it's the people tied together through time. That's what lived inside the quilt on Cedar Street. Every laugh and every defeat, every harvest, every storm, every dream. Oh,
something bigger than a single memory. When the photographs were gone, when the old records disappeared, that quilt became the history. We thought we lost that year. Miss Ruth passed away that winter at 94 years old. But before she left, she wrote a note, folded careful in the quilt's old folds. It said, the strongest threads are people, the cloth is only cloth. Take care of one another, and you'll never truly be lost. Now the quilt hangs in a museum built where the old town hall once stood, and school kids stop and stare a while, like every generation should. They see more than scraps of fabric, more than colors stitched with care. They see the heart of a small town story still hanging there. Yeah, the quilt on Cedar Street still holds us all together.